Hello, my beautiful mystic hearts, and welcome to your love reading today. So, if you are brand new to this channel, then a very warm welcome to you. And for those of you that are returning, then it's lovely, really lovely to see you again. Today, I'm being called to my pink deck just to do an energy check, which means that I'm dealing with the Divine Feminine this morning. So, this is my card for the Divine Feminine. And if you are identifying as a divine feminine, then chances are you are on a divine journey, or you feel that you're in a twin flame connection. So let's just get straight into it. I'm getting a real sense of accomplishment today. So maybe you're feeling quite accomplished. Maybe you've actually had quite a good morning, or really whenever you're seeing this meeting, maybe you feel like you've actually got a lot done today. Also, maybe you might have had some good news today as well. I'm thinking so something positive might have come across your table. So let's get straight into it. So I'm just going to give these cards a shuffle. And then we'll get into your energy. So just pulling through the divine feminine journey. The divine feminine journey. Oh, that's what you guys are on. But the divine feminine energy through into these cards, please, Spirit. And they are flying out at me. Like I said, I'm going to really positive energy today, like a really accomplished energy. So let's see what comes out. Oh, and then that one as well. All right, so let's start with this to begin with. All right, so we had keys on a ring that really wanted to come out. We've got camera. So this is really just your current energy, how you're seeing the connection, what's currently around you in love at the moment. Got coffee cup. Karmic relationship, and I might just pop this one. Actually, we'll pop this one over here. Okay, so let's see what we're dealing with. So we've got keys on a ring, camera. So you're feeling like someone is looking in on you at the moment. We've got the mirror. So chances are you're really reminiscing about someone at the moment as well. But we've got keys on a ring here, and we've also got coffee cup, heart on a key, and the karmic relationship. So just your overruling energy. So we've got keys on a ring. So many options, decision, strung along, one night stand. I think that the person on your mind at one point made you feel like this. So I think that you did feel strung along at one point. I'm not sure if this is your current energy or if this is you looking back and reminiscing and thinking about how this person made you feel like you were really strung along. You may have also had intuition, or you may have known of a third party potentially in this connection. That third party may have been the result or resulted in the separation between you guys as well. But yeah, I'm really getting the sense of you strung along. I'm also looking at the three keys here as well. So that real third party energy. It also could have been as well, so it could have been a karmic, and I'm looking down here as well. So we've also got the karmic relationship card. I think at times you might have thought that this was a karmic relationship, and I think you might go in and out of thinking or questioning yourself as to whether this is a karmic relationship or in fact you are in a divine connection. Or if this is yet just another one of those karmic relationships that come and go out of your life. I think that you're really feeling quite triggered about this at the moment. But at some point, this person has made you feel like a third option. And like I said, when we say karmic relationships, it could be a romantic relationship, like you really could have been in a third party, like literally a third party. Or this also could have been some sort of other third party interference. So it could have been family matters. Why am I seeing some sort of like a mother figure as well? Could have been an influence here, but family members. It also could be work relationships as well. Just other karmic ties that this person had in your life. This person on your mind. Other interferences that were going on in the relationship, I think is what happened and what ultimately then brought to the separation of both of you. In saying that, I do get the feeling just intuitively that there has been separation for some time between you and this person on your mind. And this is what you're going over at the moment. So you really are reminiscing about this. So, you know, you probably are looking at old photos that you've got on this, get my bit tongue tied. So maybe you're also feeling a bit tongue tied, a little bit stuck in this, maybe. I'm just getting that feelings, or maybe you're just feeling a little bit stuck in this relationship. Or this connection, I should say, might not necessarily have been a relationship, but definitely a connection. I think you're feeling a bit stuck and just really reminiscing, going over, you know, old photos. You probably got old photos on your phone of this person. You might even be maybe stalking this person a little bit. Maybe you've gone through and had a bit of a look on this phone. For some reason, this emotion has just come over you to go in and have a look at this person, maybe. Maybe, you know, if you do have access still to their socials, maybe you've been having a bit of a look on there. I would generally recommend not to do that, especially if you are identifying with, you know, in a twin flame connection. I would not be recommending that you go through and actually do, you know, stalk this person. It is part of the shadow that you're supposed to be working through, especially as a divine feminine, is that need to find validation in the masculine, that real codependency on the masculine, you know, that real jealousy. That's part of your shadow that you're supposed to be looking at and supposed to be examining, and then looking at the reasons as to why that comes about in you, and you're supposed to be working on that to actually heal that out. Which all comes down to things around self-esteem and needing outside sources in order for your validation to make you feel good, which is, you know, potentially is what has led you, or a couple of you, to actually go through and stalk this person. So I would be, if this is you, I would be maybe just questioning as to why you do feel the need to go through and be stalking this person. Just as a side note as well, I've just come back to this key. So you might just have had problems with keys. Maybe you've just lost your keys, or you've just found a key, something to do with keys. Maybe your keys, you put your keys in a really odd place. Just to tie you to this reading as well. I just had that. It's a really random thought, but I'm going to say it. But back to camera again, yes, I do think you're reminiscing. And for a couple of you, I think that you have then gone onto the socials. But like I said, I think that you need to be really questioning yourself as to why you feel the need to do that, especially when you know, the divine feminine part of your journey is to really be healing that need out. But I do have mirror here, so I think that you are both stalking each other at the moment. I can see, or you have, or you feel like this person is stalking you. If you're not actually on their socials, then you may be wanting to, and if you are wanting to and you're not, I would say please hold off on doing that. But this person is mirroring you, so I think that you have also intuition, or you've actually got knowledge that this person is stalking you as well. They're also reminiscing. You know, that they're going over old memories. Like I said, this person might have popped up on your socials as well. So maybe they've gone through and they've liked a photo of yours. Maybe this has happened quite suddenly. Because we've then got the coffee cups. This is meeting conversations, savoring the moment. Maybe this person has just popped up in your socials, or maybe they've just messaged you potentially wanting to catch up with you. So wanting to set a coffee date with you potentially. So savoring the moment, feeling uplifted, friendship. This person could have also come through, if they have come through as a message, I'm just seeing that word friendship there. So they may have popped up under like the guise of like, oh, you know, we should maybe just hang out. You know, it's just you know, friendship, just trying to maybe test the waters there, just to see what your reaction would be as well. I'm just getting that. So maybe this person has actually reached out to you with that, or you're getting intuition that this person is about to reach out to you in that way. So possibly this is the cycle that you guys are in. So you guys will go through separation, and then all of a sudden your masculine is then reaching out to you, with just with a real casual kind of catch up conversation as well. I do think you're quite frustrated with this, to be honest. I think that if this is a dynamic that you're part of, that, that's constantly popping in and then popping out of your life again, I think you're actually getting that feeling you're quite over it, to be honest. But we then come to, I've just been immediately drawn to the karmic relationships. I think this is what you go in and out of as you're trying to understand whether this is just a karmic relationship, whether this is just a person you're going to continue to keep repeating cycles with, or if this is a person that could actually be your twin flame. I think that's a question that you're asking yourself, or you go in and out of it. Potentially also you've been on this journey for a little while and you're going in and out of, is this a karmic relationship? Is this not? Is this my twin flame? I think that's, you're really questioning that at the moment. By the same token as well, you might also have karmic relationships going on in at the moment. So you could also be going through turmoil. You could be actually looking in at your triggers. So part of being a divine feminine and in a twin flame connection is the need to go through and look at your shadow. So look at those things that, that trigger you into wanting to, that fear of abandonment, the reasons why, you are constantly looking for outside validation when really the only place you can get validation is within yourself. So I think that that's really what you've been trying to look at, trying to heal at as well, which would lead me to think that you are on this healing journey and have potentially been on this healing journey for a little while. But I think you're trying to figure out those triggers within yourself and trying to deal with those, which is really to be commended. I did put that under mirror, which means that I think that you think this person is also doing that as well. So they're also examining their triggers, also looking at karmic relationships that are in their life, and they're also trying to heal those out. So I think that you have knowledge of this, or you've got intuition that this person is also on this journey with you, which is what I think also has you questioning as to whether this is a twin flame connection, divine connection, or if this is just a karmic connection. Is it sometimes you think they're healing this stuff out, sometimes you're not, or you maybe don't think that they are. You're not sure because, of course, you haven't had any contact with this person, is what I'm thinking. You haven't actually seen this. So if there has been any progress with this person, any healing out with this person, then you're not aware of it because you haven't been able to physically see it in the 3D. But I would say that if you are mirroring each other, then you will both be on this journey together. The masculine is typically a little bit further behind the feminine. The feminine typically leads the way just purely because of the dynamic of the masculine and the feminine energies. The fact that the feminine has the longing veil on and the masculine has the running veil or the avoidant veil. Just to digress, I feel like I might need to digress on the twin flame connection here. The twin flame cards haven't come out, but that's not to say that they won't. And especially if you're mirroring each other, then it leads me to think that you might actually be thinking about this. So just to digress on a twin flame. So twin flames will typically, you will meet your twin flame when you are an extremely broken part of your life. So both the feminine and the masculine are extremely broken when they meet each other. And you were drawn together like magnets. And it really is a soul that has been split into two. And you will have gone through many lifetimes together. And you really are destined to keep meeting each other in every lifetime until you can heal out your shadows, confront those issues that you've not confronted lifetime after lifetime. And then eventually, when you've healed out those shadows, when all of those karmic cycles have been completed, then you will ultimately then be brought back together. But the both of you have to be in a state where you're healed sufficiently to be brought back into alignment again, brought back into union. And typically that is not a quick journey. Like, we are talking some serious scars here, some serious karmic cycles that need to be healed out. And that takes time. It's not quick. And what will happen is the masculine, this doesn't happen every time, but typically the masculine will have the avoidant veil, as I've just said, the feminine will have the longing veil. And through completely the nature of those two things, the feminine will lead the way. Because what happens is when the avoidant, ultimately you guys go into separation, the divine will step in, separate you so that the healing can happen separately. Also, the healing has to happen separately because there's no possible way it can happen when you guys are together, because there's just way too much love between the two of you, and you end up just excusing far too much and ultimately just delaying the healing journey of each other. So you have to be separated. So you're brought into alignment to start with. It's normally a very quick union because it's so igniting, it's so triggering, because the job of your twin flame is to trigger all of those wounds within you, which is exactly what happens. So very quickly you guys are brought together, you trigger everything within each other, and then very quickly then you're separated so that you can go on your own journeys to then heal out the shadow. So because the avoidant though is by nature avoiding, they will do whatever they can do to avoid healing out their shadow. The poor old feminine, because you are put into this longing veil, as soon as that separation happens, it absolutely breaks you. And the longer the masculine stays away, the more it hurts, and the more you are literally forced to look at your shadow and to heal it out, right? And to actually deal with it and to ask yourself why you've got this longing veil on to start with. The masculine, though, is avoiding. He will do whatever he can do to not deal with it. It's the avoidant veil is something that, and I say he or she, this is not a gendered reading, it's just, I'm just referring to masculine or feminine, but certainly you could be either meat vessel, it doesn't matter. But the masculine and the feminine, he or she, the masculine will have learnt to avoid as a very young child, that the best way to keep themselves safe, to actually deal with the trauma that's going on, is to just avoid, to stay quiet and avoid. And that's exactly what they then carry through into adulthood. And so when they meet their twin flame, you then ignite all of that trauma within them. And so they have no other coping skills other than to avoid. That's the only thing that they can do. Which is not great, because what happens then is while you're immediately triggered into your journey, your masculine isn't. Your masculine is doing anything that he can do to avoid it, which then just ends up delaying his timeline. But it has to happen, because without the avoidance of your masculine, then you are not forced to then face your longing veil, right? So that's part of the main trigger for you. So while he's delaying his timeline, it's actually allowing you to be able to then deal with your longing veil. So it's all in divine timing, very, very protected under divine timing. So if you are going through this level of healing, if you have been forced to finally confront all of those issues that you have been avoiding your whole life, if this is really the first connection that's ever brought that into light, then this is probably not a karmic relationship. You probably are in a twin flame divine connection. Just as a side note too, no one is actually going to confirm this for you 100%. This very comes down to, it's part of your journey. The feeling of being delulu and all of that, it's actually all part of it. It's all layers that you have to get through. And it's also about trusting in divine timing, surrendering, letting go of control. It's all part of the journey. But like I said, I would say that if you are going through a lot of healing, then chances are, you may be in a twin flame connection. You probably are. But like I said, you use your discernment. Use your discernment. So that was a fairly long-winded regression, but what I wanted to come back to is that if you're on this journey, then probably your masculine is going to be on this journey as well. So yes, it was a very long regression all about the twin flame journey, but it is a really beautiful journey, but it is a hard journey. It is not for the faint-hearted. And some people give up along the way. They really do. Some people give up. Some people will meet their twin flame in this lifetime, but maybe it's not this lifetime that they're supposed to heal out their karmic wheels. So not everybody actually, gets back into alignment with their twin flame. There could potentially be a soulmate that's released to you. If it's not possible for the two of you to be able to meet again. I don't know why I was just called to say that, but yeah, that's, there we go. So, all right, so where were we? So we've got mirror, karmic relationship, we've got coffee cup, and then we've got heart with a key as well. So heart with a key, and I'll put that underneath the camera. So this person is very much, on your mind, holds a key to your heart still. You still see this person as the one. So like I said, funny that these two cards will be put next to each other, because we've got heart with a key, karmic relationship. I think you go through being, as I said, between being the one and between being a karmic relationship. I think that you're keep toggling between the two. I think that when you feel really confident about things and you feel really, really great, then it's the heart with the key. And then I think then you start to feel that you're really delusional and that you don't know what on earth is going on, and then you think that it's a karmic relationship. So I think you're going up and down and up and down. I will say that as a divine feminine, that's very normal to actually feel like you are going between the two, like you are quite delusional. It's very normal. If that gives you any kind of comfort, it is a layer that you just are going to have to get through to eventually just surrender to the journey. And also the time that it takes as well. I feel like it's been some time. You're getting frustrated with the time. I want to just get this out as well. So only the divine has control over the time, right? We have no control over the time or when it's released back again. But also the masculine has a fair way to go, right? So while you go through this amazing journey, while you're on this amazing healing journey and you're dealing with all of your shadows, and the reason why you look to all those outside factors for reassurance and all of that, so I'd say karmic, not the karmic, he's dealing with a lot of karmic relationships, can I tell you, both romantic and not, family issues and all those karmic situations he has to deal with. So that's happening over on the masculine side, but he will, like I said, he just keeps avoiding. He keeps avoiding, and he can avoid for quite some time until eventually all those karmic relationships that his team keeps putting in front of him will eventually push him into surrender. Eventually he will not be able to take it anymore, and then he's then pushed in and he's forced to then have to look at his own shadow. But like I said, it takes time. The masculine typically, though, once he activates onto the journey, once he actually activates into that frequency, it can actually happen quite quickly. It can happen quite quickly. Oh, that's way too many. I just want two more. I was going to say two. I think you guys mirror this as well. He probably comes in and out of wondering whether this is a karmic or whether this is a twin flame journey as well. I think he's also coming in and out. All right, I asked for two more. I think I've got four there. So let's have a look. What's this first one? So we've got the chaser. So this is sort of this is, so you were in your chaser energy, or you might potentially still be healing this out. So it's exactly what we're saying. So codependency, relationship, fear of abandonment. So that's come out there. So feminine, chaser, masculine, avoidant, and the runner. wonder if the Runner card has come out. We've got healing heart though, so that's what you're going through. So this is what I was just talking to you about, which would explain the digression that I just had. It's all around healing heart. So you're trying to heal from the heartbreak that this caused you, but this heartbreak has pushed you into your healing journey. It has pushed you to examine all of those shadows, all of those issues that you need to deal with. So healing from heartbreak, relationship, or addiction. There might have also been some addiction. So you could be in sobriety at the moment. I just heard that. So you could be also on a path of sobriety. Maybe you did have addictions that you were suffering with. I don't want to say rehab. I don't know why that message why I just heard that. So potentially you're really potentially might have had something to do with addictions, which you're currently healing out. So you might be on that real path of sobriety. Or your masculine could be as well. Or maybe this is something that, so if you're mirroring each other, maybe this was something that both of you dealt with, is around addictions. So addictions could be, well, I'm also hearing maybe addiction to food. I'm hearing food, I'm hearing substances, and also alcohol as well. You might be, like I said, you might be on the complete sobriety journey at the moment. You might just be really trying to heal this out, which is all comes down to your shadow, all trying to heal it out. Axe and the girl with the snake. So this is around, so breakup, separation. This is, like I said, so you guys are definitely in separation. You were just confirming this. Thank you, Spirit. So so breakup, separation. You're trying to axe this out, right? So you're trying to stop the patterns. Silent treatment, abandonment. So this is the abandonment that you are feeling from this masculine, which you are trying to heal out. You're trying to find healthier ways of looking at this. I don't want to keep repeating myself, but real shadow work you're doing, which is to be commended, that you're really going through your shadow at the moment. It's really to be commended. And then we've got girl with the snake. Now this is empath, narcissist, being charmed or used, enable boundaries. I've got a couple of things with this. Either you felt really quite betrayed by this person. So this, like I said, this is my fake empath card. So this is someone that comes across as really caring, like you really, really wins your trust, that they're really on your side, that they really empathize with you. They're really charming. But then very quickly they make you feel very betrayed, which is what I think we're actually talking about here, because we've got narcissist as well. So I think that this person that, this on your mind, your masculine, you might feel they've been a bit narcissistic with you. I don't want to say narcissist, but they were a little bit narcissistic, as in they didn't make you feel like a priority, that that there were other things, which then comes back to this third party that I was seeing as well, that there were other priorities in his life that really made you feel like maybe, a little bit abandoned, right? Even when you guys were together, that you were feeling abandoned by him. And then we've just got the axe. So you're just trying to move on to better things, right? Through this separation. I do think, though, that you come in and out, that I think that you understand that if this separation wasn't here, that if you hadn't been forced to go through this with your masculine, then this wouldn't have happened, right? This healing the heart. I think you know that. All of this amazing healing work that you've done, examining your shadow, none of that would have happened if you hadn't gone through this with your masculine, if he hadn't made you the chaser, right? If he hadn't got his running boots on, and broken your trust, this girl with the snake, broken the trust, then this amazing work wouldn't have happened. And I think you know that. I think you know that. All right, so that's gosh, I just want to it's some good energy. It's a little heavy though. It's a little heavy. I think you are a little bit sad, frustrated. I'm getting the sense of real sadness, frustration. But you come and go out of that. I think you have moments of yeah, of really understanding the journey, like really knowing what you're on, having real faith in that. And then I think that you then switch out of it. So and you think, oh, this is just karmic and I'm crazy. So, like I said, we need to, it's all part of the journey though, it's all part of it. All right, I want to break down your masculine. I want to see what is going on in his world and how he feels about everything, just to see what messages are going to come through about your masculine. So I will get this twin flame deck. I'm just going to ring that out again. All right, so this masculine. Let's get through the energy into these cards. All right, I've already got this these coming out. I haven't finished splitting the deck, but he obviously wants to go through that. So let's have a look. All right, these are just coming out. I'm being told I should take these, so I will take them, but I'm going to actually split the deck properly. Okay, maybe not. All right. I've just split the deck. You can't make this stuff up. Honestly, you can't make this stuff up. So I've just split it on the twin flame card. You can see that. So we've got so lessons, not your usual type, different spiritual beliefs. So we are dealing with a twin flame connection. So that's exactly, so thank you, Spirit, for confirming that. This is a twin flame dynamic. It also means that he thinks that you're on a twin flame journey together as well, which means he's probably going to be activated to the universal flow. He's activated to the journey. I get this feeling that he is definitely further behind than what you are. But he is activated. He's at least understanding the concept, I think, of the twin flame, which means he's doing research about it. He just get this, scrolling through his phone, looking at a laptop. I just saw an Apple laptop specifically, but I mean, it could be a laptop. I'm just getting this, he's researching, he's looking through, he's trying to find out what on earth this twin flame, messaging is, but he sees it. The other thing I was going to say too is that twin flames are typically not your usual type. So you typically come from very different walks of life. So whether that's lifestyle, whether that is an age gap, for a lot of twin flames, there's a huge age gap between the two of you. There's some sort of a societal issue. So society will look at the both of you and think that you're not supposed to be together. But that's the whole point of the twin flame journey, is you're supposed to be showing, the people that are in that rat race, the people that can't think outside the box, you're supposed to be showing them that it is safe to look outside the box, that it is okay to break free from that conditioning that we're all given as children, right? It's okay to break out of the matrix, right? That is the point of twin flames, who then step into their divine parts, right? Is to break the mold, right? And so you do break the mold. So you will come from very different backgrounds. You also could come from different religious backgrounds. That's normally a big one. Just very different cultures. There'll be something about the two of you that brings about in other people, like judgment, right? That judgment's the word that I'm looking for, right? But you are, you've been brought together for a reason. So he is thinking this as well, right? If he's not entirely along this as far as you are, like I said, then he's definitely at least activated to the frequency. The other one here, okay, so we've got limelight, audience, self-absorbed. I'm getting the feeling, so this is a bit of a narcissistic card, right, with the spotlight. But, so, with the self-absorbed, but in this context, maybe you're a reader yourself. I'm just seeing the spotlight there. Maybe he sees you with a spotlight on you. So, which is why I'm thinking maybe you're a reader. You might. Why do I get the feeling like you're sort of in maybe the entertainment? I can just see like the singer there. guitar. Maybe you're in the entertainment industry. Maybe he's in the entertainment industry. I just got that random thought. But this is also around the internal spotlight. So self-absorbed with a spotlight inwards. So you're both looking inwards. You know, you're trying to deal with your shadows. You're trying to see what your triggers are. You're trying to heal those out. And if you're mirroring each other and you're both on this journey, then that is to be expected. Right? That he does have things in his world that he's trying to heal through at the moment, which is really lovely energy, which is really good. Okay, all right, I'm just going to continue just shuffling the deck here. I just want to get a couple more just for a top row. Oh, look at that. So this is your masculine, what he's going through. Oh, I've got pop up. Okay. So this is a bit interesting. I will get next actions once we've dealt with these, but let's have a look. So we've got make it rain, think of you, guidance, self-love, and then pop up. So make it rain. So this is all around his abundant path at the moment. So you probably have knowledge of this, especially if you potentially have just been snooping, which, like I said, it's best not to try and open Pandora's box, because the other thing is not only is this something you're supposed to be part of your shadow to heal out, is that constant need to have control and see what he's up to, but also when you open up Pandora's box, you are probably going to find something that makes you upset, which might not even be how you've interpreted it, but that might, you know, yeah, once you open up that and you go stalking, you are opening up Pandora's box. I'm being asked to just remind you of that. Don't mean to be lecturing you, but I've just told to say that again. So make it rain. So this person, yeah, as I said, you probably have an understanding here of that he's really focused on his pentacle path at the moment. This could have also been part of the reason why you guys separated. It could have been his work. That could have been a real focus for him. That could have been part of his avoidant veil that he's been healing out, is his constant, focus on work. The other thing as well that I can see here is we've got legal matters. So maybe he's just had a windfall around legal matters, or maybe there was something that he's been waiting quite a while for when it comes to legality of some sort. I'm seeing contract as well. Maybe there was a contract, but it looks like that there's been some sort of positive outcome for that, which might have also been a blocker between you guys as to why he wasn't coming forward. But we've got unexpected money, promotional. So something really positive with his pentacle path is happening over there. And as a result, we've got here, so you guys are mirroring each other. So thinking of you, crying, nostalgia, missing you. This is confirming what we've just pulled for you. So this is his energy. So he's in a lot of deep reflection on you at the moment. So deep reflection on you, on the connection that you guys had. I can really just see him just sitting there, this person sitting there on the couch, just scrolling through their phone. What I feel like he's actually, he's written a couple of messages to you and deleted them. I get that feeling as well. But this windfall, this positivity that's happening in his pentacle path is now, I'm getting the feeling like making him feel worthy of you, making him feel like he can actually come forward, which comes to this whole self-love, right? So he is, taking back control, finally being happy, self-love. This is him dealing with his shadow. This is him introspection, going, looking inwards, trying to heal out those issues, which is why I think he is activated. He's finally activated onto this frequency. He's finally joining you on the healing journey, is what I'm feeling. This dear old masculine, which is nice to see. I think for a long time, and you would know this, but I think a long time he did not have self-love. He's really learning this for the first time, I think. I can also see roses here. So we've got red roses. This could be a sign for you as well. This could be one of your spirit symbols is red roses. He could also give you a bunch of red roses. That could be something between you guys as well, just roses in general. Might not necessarily be red, but it might be just roses in general, or red flowers. I'm just really being drawn to those. This is also what you're going through as well, right? So self-love, like you guys are mirroring each other. You're finally stepping into your self-love as well, which is beautiful. It's really beautiful energy. And then we've got guidance. So he's currently healing. So once again, we're just confirming it. So guidance, he's getting guidance around this, he's going on his healing journey, intuition, dreams. I think you're both finally listening to your intuition for the very first time. You could also be having dreams of each other. So you might have just had a dream about this person. I think he's dreaming about you. Why do I get you've just had it? Why do I feel like you've just had a dream about this person? I'm also getting the feeling here, because we've got all these cards, distance. I think that there's quite a bit of distance between the two of you, like physical distance. I don't think that this person is half an hour away. It could also be talking about emotional distance is what I'm seeing, but I think I'm really seeing, just that journey between the two of you. I think there's actually quite a bit of physical distance here. Why did I just hear 2 hours? Just straight ahead away, I had 2 hours. Could be by car, could be by plane as well. I just heard 2 hours of this distance between the two of you. Also, what's that down there? What's that? I think these are, is that maybe a motorbike there? It's a little bit, it's all of a sudden gotten very dark here. I don't know if you can just see the light in here, and it shouldn't be going very dark, but it's just gone very dark in this room. So I think, and we just as we started talking about the masculine, so I think that he is really upset. I think that's a bit of a sign. I think that he's really going back to this card. Really, I've got the crying card there, nostalgia, missing you. But just going back here, I think this looks like a motorbike as well. So that might be significant between the two of you as well, just to tie you to this reading for some of you. He could also be really into cars as well. It could be a car person. I keep saying he, like I said, this is not he, not gendered, but the masculine energy. So the masculine energy could also be really into cars. All right, so then we've got pop up. Okay, so this is also what a little bit of what we were just tapping into. So either this person has just popped up into you, so they've just liked something, or this is what they're wanting to do, is they're wanting to come back into you. I am going to tap into this connection a little bit more with the tarot, but I think this person really does want to reach out. Look at that. Let's get like I said, or they've just reached out. They've just popped into your energy again after quite some time. I just want to get a couple more. So once again, that twin flame has just leapt out at me. Like, you really can't make this stuff up. So okay, we understand. He definitely is. He's activated to the journey. That card really wants to come out. And I've just instinctively just put it straight under the thinking of you as well. So that's really beautiful. All right, I'll just take that one. I'm going to take just one more. I'm just getting this feeling, just one more. All right. Okay, so this has come up under envy, hate. I'll start that again. So envy, hater, spiteful, jealousy. And then we've got a self-love, so avoidance, so in hiding, feeling guilty, no communication. This is really just confirming this energy that this masculine is healing from, he's moving on from. So he was, twin flame in an avoidance. He got his avoidant veil on. It's really just confirming the cards. He has been in hiding. He's been feeling really guilty about it. There has not been communication between the two of you, but he's really thinking about this. Right, this is really on his mind at the moment, which is why this could be pushing him to come forward, to actually come through to you. Envy as well. So if you were both snooping on each other's socials, which I think that you both have been, if you're both snooping, I think that he's seen something that he's probably misinterpreted, which is what happens when you go and looking at in Pandora's box. But I think that he's seen something that he's not particularly happy about on your socials. Also, too, if you are, I've just got this message as well. If you are online, which means that you're in your mission work, which means that you are really have gone through a glow up. You're feeling really positive, which would happen if you've been on this healing journey for a while and you're really dealing with your shadow, stepping into your mission work. You're on this twin flame, divine feminine journey. And if he can see all of that, he can see, all of this beautiful energy around you, friends, family, if he can see all of that, then he probably does have envy that he can't be there with you. That he's been in avoidance from you. It's probably is bringing up all these feelings of envy, jealousy, not necessarily of you, but of the situation. And also part of his shadow might have also been jealousy. This might have also led to your ultimate separation. Is the jealousy that he potentially had. So maybe he was a person that didn't like you talking to others. Maybe it's actually caused a lot of conflict between the two of you. This is something that he's trying to heal out. He's getting guidance around it. He's really trying to heal that out as well. But like I said, I think he wants to come. I think he's popping up. Or he's at least thinking about it. Oh, okay. I want to get the tarot and I wanted to see what your team wants you to know. All right, I might just get the angel deck. There it is. All right, I'm just going to get the angel tarot. I just want to see what your team wants you to know about this connection. I feel like this is going to be a bit of a long reading. We'll see. All right. So what does your team want you to know about this connection? What does your team want you to know? Oh, card wanted to come out. Oh, you cannot make this up. Look at this, the Emperor, the Empress. You actually can't make this up. This is very similar to my collective yesterday. So this is what your teams want you to know, is that you're in Empress and Emperor energy, which is the divine masculine, divine feminine, which means you've both been on this journey for a while. Also, too, you've probably learning how to balance your yin and your yang. I'd also say too, just to tie you to this reading as well, it's a lot coming through for this, but the Emperor is just all around, just really that divine masculine energy. So it's also Aries energy as well, the Emperor. So you could be dealing with a fire sign. So this Emperor, this masculine, could be in Aries. It also could be Sagittarius or Leo as well. Those are the other two fire signs, but this could be a fire sign. But this is just all around direction. But I also get the feeling like in the relationship as well, you both know actually which way you want to go with this. It's actually really beautiful. That's really magic that that's come out. So Divine Emperor and Empress. Um, what is going on? The Four of Wands. The Four of Wands. I'm also almost don't want to show you these cards. So the Four of Wands is the marriage card. It's the twin flame card. That is really, really magic. Maybe this won't be it. I mean, this this is really all we need to know. And then we've got Judgment, and then we've got Eight of Pentacles. I'm gonna get some more cards just to confirm these. This is, and these are all in the upright. So Judgment. Wow. So we've got the Empress and Emperor. So divine masculine, divine feminine. We've got the Four of Wands, which is the marriage card. We've got Judgment, which means that up until this point, you're feeling there has not been a lot of, there's been some real injustice here, and potentially, you know, because there's been so much separation between the two of you, you really do feel that there is a need for judgment, that you're really wanting those scales to tip in your favor as well. Sorry, my apologies, Judgment. The Judgment card just for the Judgment, sorry, I'm getting all tongue-tied again. The Justice card is what was in my mind, but this is Judgment. My apologies. So probably everything I say is going to be for a reason. So probably Judgment is you have felt really unjust in this connection for quite a while, and you have been trying to manifest in those scales tipping, right? Tipping in your favor, actually justice coming through in the connection. Probably this masculine as well. But this is the Judgment card. So this is all around destiny. This is around, you know, that trumpet, you know, in the traditional card, the angel blowing the trumpet, Archangel Michael blowing the trumpet, and you actually being forced or called into your divine path. So what is your mission work essentially, which would mean that you must be on your mission work. You must be there. We've also got 1010, which is the completion of cycles as well. So you've actually come through to the end of a cycle. I think that if you're not on your mission work, then I think that you know what your mission work is. You've been called to it. You are thinking about it, which means you're probably, you know, a reader yourself, or you're a healer of some sort, which is really magic. I can't get over these cards actually. And then you've got Eight of Pentacles as well. So the Eight of Pentacles is all around mastery, right? So becoming a master of you know, of the path that you're on, becoming a master of your life, becoming a master of yourself, of your self-worth, of your pentacles. It's a real when those manifestations start to come in, is your Eight of Pentacles. It's real mastery, which is just really, it's a really beautiful energy. I think those are pretty self-explanatory, those cards, which means that I'm thinking that you guys, if you're in this energy, the union might not be far away. All right. Let's, I just want to confirm the Empress card. Empress card. Then you've got the Nine of Pentacles. So the Nine of Pentacles is beautiful. So you've got Empress card and Nine of Pentacles. So in the upright. So this is all around, you know, that real beautiful energy, that glow up. She's stable. She's, there's also just commitment as well. It's the card of commitment as the Nine of Pentacles. So you've gone through your Eight of Pentacles. You've become a master. And now you're kind of just sitting in your glow. Which is really incredible. So if you're if you are the Empress and you're currently in Nine of Pentacles, it really means that you have been on this journey for quite some time. You are extremely self-aware. You probably coming into quite an abundant period of your life as well. So the Empress is really the Earth Queen as well, Mother Earth, the Empress. So you could be a Virgo. Straight away I was hearing Virgo. So an Earth sign, right? So Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, you could be those. The other numbers that you could be seeing as well is the number 3 I'm also straight away seeing 89 or 98. These could be really important numbers to you. Birth dates, 8th of the 9th, 9th of the 8th. 5, so I've got 34, 43, 43, 34. They could also be important numbers. Wow, so under Emperor, what card just flipped over? We've got the Sun. The Sun is it's come through in reverse, but the Sun is the Yes card. The Sun is also a masculine energy, the Sun. But it's come through in reverse. So I would just say that it's a Yes card. It's also around happiness, the Sun. I would just say it's probably just confirming for us what we've been saying is there have been some blockers here for this Emperor actually stepping into the Sun energy. The fact that it's in reverse as well, so the Sun is all about shining light onto situations as well. So maybe there have been some situations, especially with some karmic relationships going on with this Emperor, that maybe things have been kept in the dark from him. But this is all part of his shadow that he's been healing through, right? This is, it's still a really beautiful card. It just talks to me about healing, about that healing journey that he's on. He's clearly activated. 4 of Wands. We've got 5 of Wands in the reverse. So these are such beautiful cards. So 5 of Wands is all about, it is real fire energy, but it's also arguments, conflict. We're coming out of that, right? So the two of you together, there was a lot of conflict between the two of you, which we've already covered. So I don't want to keep repeating myself, but there was a lot of conflict between the two of you. You guys really were, when you were together, in 5 of Wands energy. It's now flipped. It's now reversed. You guys are coming out of that energy. You're closing out your cycles. You're finding far healthier ways to interact, which is why I just get this sense that maybe union is not too far. Right, judgment, destiny, mission work. Archangel with his trumpet. We've got 2 of Pentacles in the reverse. So I think that, and it's so interesting, this would come up under the Judgment card. So for a long time, I think that you were trying to find the balance between this. So really trying to find the balance between your mission work and between, I think, maybe your 9 to 5 as well, just trying in life, really trying to find that balance. Maybe it was a little bit tricky for you to be finding that balance. Given that it's in the reverse, maybe currently you are finding it difficult, maybe is what I'm thinking, to actually be balancing this. Maybe you are stepping into your mission work at the moment. Maybe that's very clear. You are closing out your cycles, but maybe it's just a little difficult for you at the moment to be balancing the two. You might also have some family commitments. I just heard that, is maybe you've got some family commitments that might be, it's just a little bit tricky to be juggling things at the moment. We've got the 2 of Pentacles in reverse. This is something you've got that you're currently trying to work through at the moment, I think, just around your mission work. Then we've got 8 of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles, and then we've got the World. I am a bit surprised that came out in the reverse, but we'll deal with it. So the World is all around new cycles, so stepping into the new cycles. The fact that that's come out in reverse might means I'm going to check the I'm going to check your masculine's energy just to see next steps with this. If spirit will show me. Also, the spirit might not show me, but I just want to see. So we've got the World card, which is all about, stepping into new cycles, closing cycles out. The fact that this has come up in reverse might mean that there still might be some blockers here. You guys are about to step into that new energy. You've got 10 here, into those new cycles. You've also got the World, which is also a closing out energy, and stepping into a brand new way of doing things. The fact that it's in reverse could indicate, especially the fact that it's come up under Eight of Pentacles as well. So Eight of Pentacles is also about mastery. So mastery of your craft, really being in charge of your world. So there could still be blockers here to that, which means that there could still be a blockage to that. What am I trying to say? I'm trying to say that I think that union is very, very close, but it might still be a little bit of time yet, given that the World card has come out in reverse. But these are absolutely beautiful cards here. Like the fact that you've got Empress, Emperor, Four of Wands, Judgment, Eight of Pentacles. Like it's really amazing. And then all of these cards, your bottom row here, just to confirm those. It's really amazing. All right. So I just want to get your masculine's next actions. So I'll get the little black cards for those. I'm not sure what will come out of this or if you're supposed to know. So let's see. Let's see. What are the masculine's actions? Oh, straight away. Being told to split the deck, so let's split the deck. Straight away, I've got wedding rings and I've got separation. So this masculine has also got union on his mind. Look at this: union, wedding, married, soul connection, eternal love. That's really amazing. But you guys are in separation here. So he's yearning, reminiscing, he's unsure about the future. That confirms the second card we got when we were looking at his energy. So you guys are in separation. He is really upset by this. I'm getting it's real sadness. Like it just says there, sadness. But wedding rings, union. I cannot believe she's got the union card. All right. I don't want to be giving anyone okay, I'm going to say it, is I don't want to be giving anyone false hope either. But the cards are what the cards are, right? Like you can't make this up. So, I think that for this right collective, if all of these details fit, all of them, and they should have been details that were, things that I was saying should really have been resonating with you. Like you should have, a couple of things I've said, should be, giving you chills. It's so I would just be really wary of holding on to this if this is not your collective. So please use discernment with this reading. And these cards are being very particular. Oh. All right, and I want to get one more. One more. This masculine. What is this masculine doing? All right. Masculine's next steps, if the universe will show me. Look at that Phoenix. New phase, rekindling, renew, transformation, growth, change, confirming what we've been talking about. So he's currently phoenixing at the moment. He's absolutely on this healing journey, which would then lead, to this Emperor energy. That's a beautiful card, confirming what we've been talking about. What else have we got? We've got quite a lot here. So we've got camera, reminiscing, keepsake, exactly, mirroring you. So this is the card that you got as well. So he's also reminiscing, looking back at old memories. Then we've got not enough. So as he's, you are mirroring each other. So I was getting that sense from you as well. So the fact that you were feeling like not enough, as certainly at one point. So frustrated relationship, lack of confidence, self-sabotage, fear, ego. This is also part of his shadow that he's healing out. So issues of jealousy, it's come up again. So potentially he was a jealous person. especially when you guys were together. So he's currently dealing with that. He's phoenixing through that. You know, this connection with you will have forced him to do that. And he's, looking back at those old photos and thinking about all of that now. We've got coffee cup. Again, so you guys are mirroring. So meeting and conversing, savoring the moment, feeling uplifted, friendship. I definitely feel like you've got, reunion. Here it comes, engagement ring. Engagement, partnership, commitment, eternity, completion, union. So that's the second union card that's come through. Gosh, if you guys do, it would make my heart sing. It would really make my heart sing. Love call. My goodness. Love call. Look at that. Someone expressing love, a message of love, thinking of you, letting you know. And then we've got stabbed in the back, heartache, pain, separation, deception, just confirming what we've been talking about, right? You guys are, he's sad, he's feeling like he's not enough, heartbreak. I think this connection really, you might not even know this, but this about how much heartache this masculine has actually gone through as a result of this separation with you. But I think that he did feel really stabbed in the back. So did you as well, of course. So did you. But we've definitely got, look, coffee cup, love call, pop up, and the other one, engagement ring. This is a really beautiful reading. Like I said, if this is not your collective though, please don't hold on to this, but you will know if this is your collective. You'll feel it in your bones. Oh, all right. I'd be very interested to know how this goes, collective. Be very interested to know. That does bring us to the end of this reading. So I thank you very much. What a beautiful reading that was. Like I said, I'd be very interested to know how this goes for you. I'm sure I'll see it in the cards as well. But yes, this masculine does come in. Yeah. I'm very interested. Okay, I'll stop rambling. I really hope that brought some guidance to you, some comfort. Like I've said in a couple of my other readings now as well, I am a brand new channel to YouTube. So if you have gotten something out of this reading, chances are if you've made it all the way through to here, then I have connected with you on some level. That I would ask that you subscribe and like this channel and this reading. Obviously that helps me, but but being such a brand new channel, it just helps these messages get out to the right people as we build our little network here in Divine Mystic Hearts. So I would just ask that you do that as well. Beautiful. Look, have a lovely day, and until the next time, I'll see you later.